Hi, everybody, and welcome to Module 3. This week we will get started on Module 3, and I just want to say I had a great time looking over your topic proposals and seeing the different communities everybody is involved in. So one thing I did want to mention is that some of you were very general in your topic proposals. And if you go back to the instructions, and I put this in your feedback if it was an issue, you'll see that we're talking about something very specific to your local community. So some of you did a great job identifying, let's say, animal shelter called Dogs and Cats Forever in Port St. Lucie, Florida, right? You were super specific, and that's what I was looking for. Others of you just talked about a problem in general, for example, mental health in America or obesity in America. And what we're really looking to do is hone in on your specific location. So you'll want to reflect on how you can take your topic and make it more specific. And I did include that in the feedback that I gave you. So go ahead and take a look at that. So now we're ready to walk through Module 3 and see what we're going to be working on this week. Go ahead and click on the Modules tab on the left-hand side and scroll down until you see Module 3. Once you're there, we'll start with the overview as we normally do, and that gives you a sense of what the purpose is and what we will be accomplishing during Module 3. And so you'll notice that you're going to begin doing some research on the topic that you selected and complete a research assignment to make sure that you can find enough credible and relevant sources to use in your project. So our learning activities are going to be focused on good research and how to complete it and analyze that as we move into the rough draft process later in the course. So go ahead and click the next button at the bottom. And that's going to bring you to Top Hat. Please go ahead and complete Top Hat very early in the module, maybe today or tomorrow, because that has a lot of great information on how we're going to proceed through Module 3, and it'll give you some tips and hints on how to be successful as usual. After you've looked through and completed those module Top Hat assignments, click on the next button and you'll see there's an additional learning materials page. So there are some things for you to read, watch, and learn, but there's no submission required on this page. This is really just some resources for you to get a good idea of how this is all going to work, how you're going to get started on your research, what secondary research is, and there's some good information on the library databases and how to use that, some tutorial videos, and so forth. So go ahead and familiarize yourself with this information, and this will help you through that research process. Then click on the next button, and that will take you to our discussion. So you'll see we're having a Module 3 discussion on bias and research sources. All sources have research, or have bias. Some sources have more bias than others. And so the best kind of research that you can do is in the library, looking at journal articles and books by experts in the field. Now, they'll still have bias, but those are still going to be your best sources. So if you take a look at our discussion, you're going to be finding an article related to your topic. We're going to be discussing that a bit on the discussion boards this week, and me and your writing mentor will be commenting on that. You'll notice there's a Step 1, Step 2, Step 3, Step 4 to the discussion assignment. As usual, you'll go ahead and take a look at each of those steps. Make sure you've answered all the questions and completed the information before posting. And then you're going to be crafting a post of 4 to 5 paragraphs answering these questions. and responding to at least two of your peers with a good critique of what they've said in their discussion post. So if you hit that next button, you'll see some more details on the peer response that you'll be giving. And this is the same approach we've been using, the 3CQ approach. And so, again, it just reiterates that you're going to be responding to at least two peers with a fully developed paragraph. Then if you click the next button, you'll see you'll be working on a invention exercise called researching the problem. You'll notice that this may take you between 2 and 3 hours. So make sure to set aside enough time for that. So go ahead and scroll down, read through the instructions. Again, we have step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, and those are things that you should read through and complete as you begin to prepare your submission. Notice that you need at least 700 words for this submission for the whole assignment, not each of the steps. So this is going to be a short narrative. You see that there in the genre, written for the members of your community, and you're going to include a minimum of 3 secondary sources that come from the ASU library databases. If you're having some trouble finding your research, go ahead and contact one of the librarians and they can walk you through the databases. You can give them your specific topic, and they're great at helping you to find information that's relative and specific to what you're working on. So don't feel, afraid to reach out to them if you're having some trouble. As you scroll down, you'll notice that there is a grading rubric for this. It should be thorough and well developed. It should be that 700 words at least. That's the minimum, right? It should be submitted on time. And it should consider all the feedback that you've received in the course so far. So you can take a more detailed look at that rubric to make sure that you have hit all of the points, and you can use the rubric as a checklist as usual. And that pretty much sums up what we're going to be doing for Module 3. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email or contact our writing mentor, and I hope you have a great week.